Hi, what is on the screen? This is an Arduino R3, which we have learned in past videos. So when we move on to the next, this here on the screen is Raspberry Pi, and this is ESP32. As we have learned about all these three chips, so now we'll be comparing what it does. So let's start with Arduino. What it is, Arduino is a robot controller. Okay, and the Raspberry Pi, the next one here, the Raspberry Pi is a small full computer. So this is actually a computer but in a tiny size. So next, the ESP32. What it is? ESP32 is like a small smart Arduino with Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is an introduction for these three. So when we go for comparing all these three, like Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and ESP32, so these are the boards which is used in robots. It is almost same, but not. It is similar, but not the same. So how do we say these are different? So as we know that Arduino, the left one here, is a robot controller. What it does, the best part it does is it reads the sensors like temperatures, lights, and buttons or touch, etc. And this Arduino will control LEDs, motors, and buzzers, etc. And this Arduino, the left one, it does one job again and again. Okay, so you said that robot to pump water from one place to another. So it will be just pumping that water from one place to another. It is like from you have just opened a tap so that water is flowing. What is it? So this that is doing one job again and again. So the same way the Arduino will do the same job again and again. So moving, so in a simple way, you can say that traffic light and automatic doors or line following robots, etc. And there is something which is, important to know. There is no screen, no app, no internet by itself when we are using Arduino. Okay, and Arduino is very simple, fast, and low power. You need not give it a high power to use this. So think Arduino like a remote control brain that follows only instructions. Okay, sorry, that only follows instructions. It will do nothing else. So a remote control brain that only follows instruction is Arduino. And the Raspberry Pi, the middle one, what as we know that this is a small computer, right? What it does best, so it can show videos, connect keyboards, mouse, monitors, and it can the thing is it can also use Wi-Fi and internet. So this is what makes it different from Arduino. As compared to Arduino, the Raspberry Pi is more, smarter. So it uses Wi-Fi and internet also, the Raspberry Pi. So the simple examples which you can, make it easier to understand it is a Raspberry Pi is a mini computer. Okay, so it can play media like any videos or anything, and when it can, coding in PC, you can code in PC and directly um, change it when you are connected it. So in this Arduino, you need to restart everything by clicking this button. In this, it is not like that. You can just change the programs, and it has OS like a laptop and all. It is like a tiny laptop without a screen, you can say that. So Raspberry Pi is a tiny laptop without a screen, and Arduino is just a chip which will follow the instructions you gave. So after these two, the Arduino and Raspberry Pi, we have ESP32. ESP32 is a smartest Arduino with Wi-Fi. So what it does the best? So everything about Arduino does. Okay. So everything which Arduino will do, same thing ESP32 will also do, plus Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So here it was Wi-Fi and internet. Here we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and it is great for IoT. IoT means Internet of Things. So when you are making something like following human or something, you need Bluetooth, right? So that time we'll be using this chip, that is ESP32. So to understand, we can know some example like smart bulb, mobile control switch, and weather station sending data online. So these three you can keep in mind so that it will be easy to understand this. So when using smart bulb, we use mobile as a remote. So what helps mobile and the bulb connect with each other, I'm like communicate with each other, is the Bluetooth, right? So that is where the ESP32 comes in. So there are some important points which are meant to kept in mind, as ESP32 is very fast and it has internet inside it, right? So here we are providing internet from external source in Arduino and Raspberry Pi, but in this we have the internet inside. But it is harder than Arduino for beginners, like when we are just starting to use these chips. So it is kind of tough compared to Arduino, because it is more advanced in usage also, in program also, and in working also. So now, while saying it might be little bit confusing for you to understand all the things, right? For that, we have made a table which we can compare everything easily. So how do we do that? So we have features and type in features and the name of the chip. So what comes in features is type, internet, screen support, power usage, and what is it best for. So Arduino is a type of controller. It only controls the things. It will follow the instructions you gave, and it will do only its task by controlling the um, robot or the motor which you have inserted. And Raspberry Pi is a computer. It has you can code it. You can use that in laptops, computers, etc. So it is a computer. And what is ESP32? It is a smart controller. It is not just a controller, it is a smart controller, because it has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. etc. So it has many features compared to Arduino, which is really better in terms of usage, in terms of controlling also. So moving forward to internet. Sorry. Moving forward to internet. So in internet, Arduino does not have any internet. Okay, so you cannot connect the Arduino with the internet. But for Raspberry Pi, you can, and ESP32 has its own internet within it. So next we have screen support. So Arduino does not support the screen. So when you connect anything to a LED screen or LCD screen, whatever the screen it is, it will not support it. So next, Raspberry Pi will support the screen. Why? Because we have learned that Raspberry Pi is a computer, so computer will obviously support the screen, right? But ESP32, being a smart controller, it cannot support the screen. Why? Because it is just a controller. It controls the thing. It cannot display the thing which you have inserted in it. And power usage in Arduino, it is very low. You can use very low power in Arduino. You can see here, this is where the power comes in. And in Raspberry Pi, the power usage is very high. Why? Because it is computer. It needs more power to understand and run the program and do its task. It needs more power, right? So it contains more. And the ESP32, it is low compared to Arduino. It needs kind of more power compared to Arduino. So why? Because it is a smart controller, it needs more power to work. And what is Arduino best for? Arduino is best for robots and sensors, and Raspberry Pi is best for computer tasks, and ESP32 is best for smart IoT devices. So what are robots and sensors? Robots means a human following robot, or a robot which can carry the things or anything like that. And the Raspberry Pi is smart for computer related things, like computer tasks, like making a website or a program or anything like that. And Raspberry Pi is used for smart IoT devices. The Raspberry Pi is, you can use it for something which is which has display in it, like weather monitoring or anything like that. And ESP32, it is for smart IoT devices, like you can say which is smart bulb and mobile controlled switch, or weather station sending data online. Okay, so these are the things where you can use this. So in short, Arduino is best for simple control tasks like sensors and motors, and Raspberry Pi works like a small computer for running program and using the internet. And ESP32, here, the ESP32 is a smart controller that does Arduino's job, but also connect to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So the ESP will connect. ESP and Arduino does the same job, but compared to Arduino, it is as advanced. But the Raspberry Pi work like a small computer. So now in this video, we have learned what is Arduino. We have already learned what is Arduino, what is Raspberry Pi, and what is ESP32. But in this video, we have learned where exactly and what are the difference between them are used. So that's it for today. See you in the next video, future robot builders.